A community is mourning the loss of a deputy killed in the line of duty. Deputy Josh Phipps with the Russell County Sheriff's Department was shot and killed yesterday while searching for a suspect. The suspect was also killed in what police are calling an exchange of gunfire. Phipps had been with the Sheriff's Department for 3 years. He was 38 years old. The place where a deputy sheriff and the person being pursued by police were killed was in a Russell Springs trailer park. Now, we still don't know all the details of what exactly happened there and why, but one woman says she came home to a crime scene. The shooting happened at the Lakeway Mobile Home Court. Rita Campbell says her home's windows were busted out. There was blood outside and bullet holes in the tree in her yard. But inside her home, a more troubling discovery, a crime scene with a man inside. She was told that this was the man police had been looking for. Not far from there is where she says Deputy Josh Phipps was shot.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, just the thoughts of it. I mean, I've seen him several times, and you couldn't ask no better cop.
There are still many questions about what took place again, and Kentucky State Police have not said who the man is they were seeking or chasing or why he was wanted.
Wow, we're seeing some rain across eastern Kentucky, much needed rain at that, as we're well over an inch below normal for the month. And you can see it right there on live pinpoint Doppler radar, how we're scanning the skies, and you can see the rain just falling across portions of eastern Kentucky. Some estimated rainfall totals over the past 6 hours. Some places seeing a good ½ inch to ¼ of an inch. You can see right there the area is shaded in green, so we've easily picked up as much as a ¼ to a ½ inch over towards the Pike or the Hazard area, actually towards a ½ inch in Hazard, Pikeville, about 2/5 of an inch, London area, about 3/5 of an inch as well. So some good rainfall right now across the area, and it's still raining in Hazard. We're seeing temperatures in the 60s and 70s. We're at 70 in Jackson. Prestonsburg's at 71. 10 cooler in Wise, 61 is the current temperature, 66 in Williamsburg, 72 in Somerset. So the next 12 hours, again, we'll keep a small rain chance in the forecast throughout the overnight hours. Then we're going to clear out, only for rain chances to pick back up again tomorrow. We'll talk about that in the First Alert forecast in a few minutes. Steve.
Eric, thank you. A group in Pike County is working to address a need for families, garnering a support group for those who have experienced the death of a child. WYMT's Buddy Forbes shares the mission of Willows Friends.
The Pike County Health Department is working with partners on a program devoted to supporting parents through the unimaginable. When baby Willow died of sudden, unexpected infant death, her family was left to find ways to grieve a loss no parent can prepare for. So her mother, Sarah Fraley, used the resources and information at her disposal as a Pike County Health Department employee to champion a program in Willow's honor. Willows Friends was born, a support group for families who have experienced infant or child loss. Public Health Director Tammy Riley hopes it will serve as a bridge for those who are looking for community and connection.
We have a wealth of resources, through hospice and mental health resources, but there really wasn't a specific support group for the unique and profound loss of a child. So we really wanted to address that gap in service.
Riley says the group has only grown since its inception, but she hopes people in need will continue to reach out and find support. In fact, the group meets here tonight at 6 in Pike County. Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
And the group meets on the third Tuesday of every month with professionals from the Health Department and Bluegrass Care navigators on site. Hear more about the mission of the resource coming up at 6. The woman who allegedly tried to take Graceland from Elvis Presley's family appeared in front of a Tennessee judge for the first time. Lisa Finley was indicted on 2 charges, mail fraud and aggravated identity theft. The judge entered a not guilty plea on her behalf. The indictment goes into detail about how Finley allegedly planned a scheme to defraud the Presley family from January 2023 to August of this year.
I hope she gets what she deserves, because she deserves a lot. The people that were behind her, that helped her instigate all of this, I hope that they are brought to justice.
The mail fraud charge holds a penalty of up to 20 years behind bars. The aggravated identity theft charge holds up to 2 years behind bars. After years of public pressure, Instagram has new safety measures for teens. Meta, which owns Instagram, has provided a demo video as it announced new restrictions on teen accounts. CBS's Jolene Kent sits down with Meta's global head of safety.
Meta says it's trying to make Instagram safer for teens by automatically putting tens of millions of users under 18 into new Instagram teen accounts over the next 60 days. The move will in part make teen users' accounts private by default, only allow them to receive messages from people they follow or are connected to, limit exposure to sensitive content like videos of people fighting, and mute notifications between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. Antigone Davis is the global head of safety at Meta. She says if users under 16 want to change these restrictive settings, they'll need parental approval.
I mean, can't teens just get around these settings?
If we see a teen try to set up a new account as an adult account, we're going to ask them to verify their age. If they have an ID, they certainly can provide an ID. We also use something called Yoti, which basically looks at facial features and says, this person is under 18, this person is over 18.
Meta says it's also adding new optional parental supervision features that let parents see who their teen has messaged, view the topics they're looking at, and set daily time limits.
What do you say to the lawmakers and to the parents who say, this is just Meta trying to figure out another tool that's just not going to work?
What I would say to parents is that we've listened to parents and tried to take in their concerns and put in place automatic protections. We do believe this is the right thing to do.
How much of this is driven by the fact that you want to cultivate a safer space for teenagers in order to keep them on the platform, to keep your shareholders happy as a public company?
With this change, we are likely to see teens maybe use the platform a little bit less, change the way they use the platform. But in our estimation, it is in our interest, including our business interest, to be aligned with parents, for teens to have a safe and positive experience on our platform.
Now, to be clear, 16 and 17-year-olds will be able to change the newly automated restrictive settings without parental permission. And Meta says they made their decision to do all of this after talking to parents who had teens of all ages. Jolene Kent, CBS News, New York.
Fans are celebrating a Kentuckian who won bronze at the recent Olympics. People gathered at the DuPont Manual Gym in Louisville to celebrate alumni Yared Nuguse. He finished third in the 1,500-meter race at the 2024 Summer Olympics. At the celebration, he was surrounded by family, former teachers, and the community.
Yeah, it's very surreal. I feel like, just realizing that there are so many people that support me, and then actually seeing them all here in a giant crowd behind me has just been, really, really awesome, because, that love is an important part of what gets you through those hard times in those races.
To honor the Olympian, the Jefferson County Schools Cross Country Championships now has a new name. It will be called Yared Nuguse JCPS Cross Country Championships. Today we learned which authors will be headlining this year's Kentucky Book Festival. It was announced that Al Roker and Nick Stone are a few of the popular authors who will be in attendance. The Lexington event is the biggest book festival in the state. This will be the 43rd year the event has been held. When asked about the importance of the event, the first honorary chair of the festival, Kentucky's First Lady Brittany Bashir, said that reading and storytelling have the power to bring people together.
Kentucky Book Festival is such a celebration of literature and the written word, and it brings our community together in a love of storytelling and history.
The festival is on November 2nd. For more information and to purchase tickets, you can go online to their website. Coming up on First at 4, if you're in